How are you?
Good. How are you? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Did you have a great one with your family?
Oh yeah, it was really nice. I just spent the holidays with my family in England. So yeah, it's been great, thank you. And you?
Wonderful, very nice. Yeah, it's just nice to have some time off and relax. And I'm here in Toronto where there's well, the snow isn't terrible, like luckily, but it's
Mhm.
cold. What's the weather like over there? Are you guys pretty cold out there?
It's been all right actually. It's
Good.
probably definitely better than Canada. But it has been a little wet with the rain and but we
Yeah,
haven't really had snow, which
good.
is good and bad.
Right? Yeah, a little white Christmas. But anyways, I'm glad that you enjoyed with your family. That's the main thing. And it's always great to talk to you. Listen, I've already watched the first couple of episodes of season two. I'm pretty much obsessed with this show. I think you are doing such a phenomenal job playing
Oh,
Mark. And I'm looking at this and I'm watching it, and it's so much. There's a lot of funny stuff going on, no question. There's a
mhm.
lot of emotional stuff too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry?
How do you handle all the emotional
Oh,
stuff?
oh yeah. It has been really fun this season, having more scenes where you kind of see Mark's vulnerable side
Yes.
and things change. Like at the end of season one, you see all the characters and Mark's in a good spot, but then things change in season two, and I can't wait for people to see how Mark deals with that. And in the first couple of episodes, as you said, there are emotional scenes with Pop and Mark, like those two having scenes in the bedroom, and like that connection comes back again. And yeah,
Yeah.
so it's really exciting.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I'm glad that you brought that up because by now that you're working, done season two, I would suspect that you guys are really have bonded as a real family, not just a TV family,
Yeah.
It's a closeness, you can feel it. And the scenes with Malcolm between you and Malcolm are just unbelievable. Tell me a little bit about working with him and how you guys have developed your bond over the last couple of years.
Yeah. No, Malcolm's amazing. And it's really great because on the first day I said hello, and then I saw he was like a Liverpool fan, and so am I. So we
Ah,
instantly clicked because we both support Liverpool. So it has been amazing on and off set, just hanging out at the Duke of Duckworth where we watched the games. And yeah, no, this season it's been like coming home to like a second home in Newfoundland. So it
yeah.
has been really great.
Yeah, I can just imagine. And your character, Mark, and you've said this before, he's like 11 going on 60, He's so mature. He knows how, like, even though he's a kid at heart, he just has this way of dealing with things that I find really amazing for a young kid that age. What did you learn from the real Mark Critch? You have him there by your side 24/7. What do you ask him? What do you take from him?
Yeah, it is quite funny because I'm playing him, right?
Right.
So it's sometimes you do look over and look, oh, how does he act? What does he do? And I remember in the first season, I'd ask him, oh, is it like a carbon copy and of Mark? And he was like, no, it's your idea of this character, which was really nice. And so yes, there are moments where I'm like, oh, how should I do this, Mark? And like on set to get the best out of the character, obviously. But
Yeah.
has been really nice to kind of create my own character and discover my own Mark Rich.
Yeah, well, you've done a great job. And speaking of that, the accent. Okay, well, no, you're British. You've taken on roles where we would never know that unless I'm talking to you in an interview. But that Newfoundland accent is not easy. How did you nail that?
We had well, I had a voice coach named Heather. So we on the first season we just worked and worked and worked on it until we shot obviously the first season. But yeah, it was tricky and but a lot of fun when you get it. It feels satisfying to do it.
Yeah. Is it hard to kind of break in and out? Like, do you stay in character, or it just comes to you like
Um,
no problem?
well, this second season has been a bit easier.
Okay.
To kind of slip back into it and then slip back out. But the first season, yeah, it would take like a minute just to go, okay, that's the sound. Okay, I'll go in and do the scene now. But no, I'll go in and out of it in between takes and whatnot. And that's been a bit easier this season because I'm a bit more used to it. And you're
Right.
surrounded by the sound because you're shooting where like that sound is prominent in Newfoundland. So yeah.
Exactly, exactly. And also too, it's not just you being around adults. A lot of the stuff is set in the school. So you are around young kids your age or close to your age. It must be fun to be able to kind of like, oh, I've got people my age to hang out with.
Yeah. No, it was really nice. Like for example, this season, we went and did an escape room with all my friends. So Sophia, Mark
Fun.
Rivera, Daisy, Noah, and Kevin. So yeah, it was awesome to hang out with them again this season, and it's great to see everyone again.
Yeah, I can just imagine. I love the camaraderie with everybody. And of course Mark has a little bit of a heartbreak with Fox. I don't want you to tell me what happens, but there's
Yeah.
there's a real bond between the two of you.
Oh yeah, no, it is really interesting. This second season, seeing that trio, Mark, Fox, and Richie, and
Yes.
how they kind of like disperse and what happens with them this season. I think it will be really interesting for everyone to see that.
Yeah. Why do you think we're loving this so much? Like I said, I can't get enough of this. I just find it's funny, it's heartwarming, but it's relatable. Like, why do you think we love it so much, the show?
I think even though it's a story about a family that are really isolated,
Yeah. Oh,
isolated on an isolated island, like you can't, it's there are so many universal themes, like the comedy, like whether you're from I don't know wherever, like you can understand and you can laugh along with it because it's that kind of comedy that's universal. And all the characters, there's someone to root for, and like Fox, Richie, all of the family, and I think
yeah.
there's so many diverse characters of different ages and whatever. I think there's just there's loads of people that you can kind of understand and go along with on the story.
Yeah, even Mark playing his own dad. It's mind-boggling, but you feel for him, like, because he's so, he's timid. He doesn't want to cause any stirs or anything like with his work, when he finds out his son is making more money than him. I mean, come on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, it is really funny that was one of my favorite moments of the season.
I go, that's just hilarious. But I love the dynamic. This past year has been, well, pretty good for you in terms of things that came out for you, Benjamin. We heard you in Pinocchio. Great job. An episode of Sandman, love that series. And then, of course, people are still watching Bly Manor because it's on Netflix, and new people are always discovering that. How do you choose what you want to do?
I think it's the characters, the really interesting characters. Like, I don't particularly love a certain genre, but
Yeah.
like the rich characters, like the scripts for Son of a Critch are amazing. And yeah, the characters, like Pinocchio and Miles Wingrave, I do really like reading a script and seeing like a nuanced, awesome character that like, okay, this is awesome, and then getting my teeth stuck into that.
Yeah. When you did Pinocchio, obviously it's voice work. You're obviously doing a lot on your own, but did you get to meet any of your voice actors? I mean, Tom
Yeah.
Hanks, come on.
Yeah, so it was really cool. So we didn't just record it in a booth on my own. I got to go in on set and see everything and shoot every scene. So it was really cool like that. So I got to like the best of both worlds. I got to go on set behind the camera and feed in my lines, um,
Amazing.
and also record in a booth and have like the both experiences.
Ah, that's fantastic because a lot of voiceover work isn't done that way. So you're very, very lucky. Good for you. So what else? Do you have anything else that you can tell us about aside from Son of a Bitch that you might be working on, or something that we're going to
Yeah.
see or hear you in?
So next year, there's a horror film called Orphan and Games that is coming out, which is exciting.
Okay.
And I'm auditioning for a few other things, but fingers crossed. But yeah,
Oh, well, not worried about you, but tell me a little bit about Orphan and Games. Are you a horror fan? Do you like horror movies?
watching them is like a little different because I'm like, oh no, I can't. I'm always hiding behind a pillow if I ever put one on.
Right.
But like acting in one, it's kind of different because you
Yeah.
see like a really scary character just like sipping on a coffee, like, "Hey." And it's so it takes away from the scary element. So I do like filming them, and but yeah, watching them, I don't know.
Yeah. Who else is in that with you? What we're gonna see next year?
Well, Asa Butterfield,
Oh, great
um,
actor.
yeah, he's awesome, and Natalia Dyer.
Nice. Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, some
Are
awesome
you
people.
are you a Stranger Things fan?
I am. I've seen all of it. So that
Yes.
was awesome to meet her.
I was gonna say, so what happens when you get on set and you meet her? Like you freak out?
Yeah, we got picked up, and I was trying to like, yeah, oh, nice to meet you. But yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, but yeah, no, she was great, and
Yeah, she's
so
lovely. She's lovely. Well, great cast. Well, listen, congratulations to you on everything. Like I said, just keep them coming with Son of a Critch and just keep coming back to Canada. We want to keep having you here. I want to see what happens to Mark Critch when he becomes like a full-fledged teenager. So you got to keep making the
mm,
series, okay?
yeah, definitely, of
All
course.
right.
No, thank
Uh,
you.
oh, you're so welcome. Thank you so much for your time and happy holidays to you and your family and happy New Year. Thank you.
You. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye,
Thank
Benjamin.
you.
Thank you.